So today we're going to do a direct comparison between Creality and Anycubic with the Ender 3 Neo and the Kobra Go. The reason why I'm going to do this comparison is because a lot of customers in our shop fronts are asking what is the differences between these two, because they see them displayed in the front with their price tags and they look really similar. So a lot of people are curious, what is the differences, how do they print versus the other? So today I'm going to talk to you guys quickly about the main differences between these two machines. If you want to see their full videos, our videos are linked down below on each and every one, and you can watch the full review on each machine if you would like. I'm going to talk about the main differences between them, and then we're going to do the exact same print with the exact same filament as well. This is Wanhouse PLA in slate gray. We're going to be using an exact same file, an exact same filament. There's not even going to be two different filaments of the same brand. It's going to be just this one, and as you guys can see, it is a brand new roll as well. So we're going to talk about the differences and then move on to printing. First of all, let's go with the Creality Ender 3 Neo. Now if you look at our tag that we have in our shop front for all of our machines, we have some basic information here with the price and settings and specifications. So the price currently is 5,000 Rand. The build volume is 220 by 220 by 250. It says that it has a max speed of 120 millimeters a second and it has auto bed leveling. On our Anycubic side, we have a price of 4,700 Rand. It has a build volume of 220 by 220 by 250. Its max speed of 80 millimeters a second, and it does have auto bed leveling. Now the two types of auto bed leveling on these guys are different as well. Where this has a CR touch over here that actually has a pin that goes down and registers where the bed is, this guy has a probe. Now the bad thing about the probe is that you cannot use glass because it won't register. It will go down through that glass until it touches the base plate at the bottom, which will then register. So you have to use a build tack on this guy over here. Speaking of build tacks, we do have a nice rough textured spring-loaded metal bed over here, which is replaceable if you do damage it, and it is magnetically fit, so just like that. Whereas this guy has a carborundum glass that is held on with two little clips. Now, one thing that this does have in terms of bed leveling that this one does not is that we still have our wheels at the bottom to do a manual leveling, whereas this, you have the Z probe and that is all. As you can see as well, we do have two very different screens, both small. We do have the old version of the Ender 3 screen over here, and we do have quite a much smaller type screen here, but I'm not mad at it at all. It feels very textile. It's very nice, and the screen is very clear, very vivid, very legible. I do like this screen, and most people would have issues with the size, but I'm really happy with it. I don't mind at all. Some more key differences about this guy over here is the actual hot ends and their plastic bits. It does have quite a different sound, surprisingly, even over their look. So I'm going to take off my mic over here and I'm going to let you guys listen to how this sounds versus it is quite a significant difference. I do hope that the mic picked that up, but it is the feel of cheap. Now, they did have to cut some corners to get this kind of price range. I understand that. One other thing that I'm not crazy about is this blue. I would have really liked to have seen black. It just does not seem to fit with this machine at all, but it's not bad. It's definitely a fantastic starting machine. If it is in your budget, it's one to go for. One of the things that I really hated the most about this machine, and I did discuss this in this machine's video, is the actual assembly of it. Now, where this comes pre-ish assembled, so there are some bits and pieces that are assembled. You just have to piece it all together. Everything here is apart. You have to manually put on all the plastic bits, the entire hot end, everything like that. And what I found was the building process of this guy to this guy, this one needs a little bit more work on their manufacturing side. I did feel that I was stripping all the screws as I put them in. And I've built a lot of machines, so I definitely am not new to building them. So I know that I wasn't doing it incorrectly. And I did feel that it was getting too tight too early. I'd turn it out, realign it, saw that I was fine, realign it again, double check, and go again. It did still feel that it was stripping some threads. But one key thing that I don't like about this machine specifically was when we had assembled it and we wanted to print, we had to do an auto bed leveling, and it would fail because the Z axis wouldn't move up. So the X axis on the Z gantry wouldn't move up. And we found that we had to make this so loose that it had to be so loose that I could actually print. Now, it didn't print badly at all. So that I don't like that had to happen like that, where this, everything is nice and secure. Everything feels quite premium. You are getting a premium name over here. You are getting a premium name here, but Anycubic is fantastic in their resin printers. I do believe that they just need a little bit more work on their FDMs, but it is still a great machine. They're both fantastic machines. What we're gonna do is print the exact same file, like I said, on each one of them. We're gonna start with the Creality, we're gonna then go to the Anycubic, but you guys are gonna see them side by side, and we are going to use the exact same roll. We're using just this roll of slate gray PLA for this video. So this guy is going to print on the Ender 3, and then it's going to print on the Anycubic, but you guys are going to see them side by side. Guys, if you want to see any other cool, quicker videos that are fun, like what we're going to be doing here, go check out our social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and we do a lot of fun stuff there. You guys can even comment and suggest videos. If you do go to our social media, you'll see the Stormbreaker axe that we just recently printed. It was life size. It took about a week and a half and 1.5 rolls of PLA plastic. It was a really, really fun build to do. It was actually suggested by you guys. So if you do want to see that kind of stuff where we're answering your questions, doing your suggestions, go check out our social media. I'm gonna let you guys see how these guys print, and then we're gonna compare them side by side.